Hey, everybody. My name is Mike,
I'm Mitch.
and this is Mitch and Mike's voiceover journey. Hey,
Hello.
welcome. Hey, welcome. We're taking you along. We're just a couple of dudes, and we're in this voiceover industry, and we're trying to figure it out just like you. So we're taking you along with us as we grow and mature in our doings and dealings and everything that has to do with the industry. So, Mitch, how you doing today? How you doing, my brother?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Chilling out? You've
Yeah.
been getting those auditions in?
I've been getting some. I haven't been getting as many as I want.
Yeah.
But I actually did one the other day that shot in by a agent, and it was normally I'm getting them, and it's like, hey, we need this by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm like, cool.
Right.
So I do it at night after my wife goes to bed. But the other day it came in, and it was like, hey, it's a rush. We need it by 4 in the afternoon. And I went, because I have a day job, and so
Right.
I'm like, and then I had like a 15-minute break. I'm like, let's do it. I
Yeah.
jumped in the booth and went bop 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 bop, and it worked. So,
Knocked it
how
out.
about you, man? You getting them in?
Those yeah, I'm getting them in for sure. I like the quick turnaround ones because they don't give you time to get in your head and dance around and go, I think I could be better instead of really living with it. But then, yeah, sometimes it's nice to stew with it a little while. If it's a character or something, I don't know if you've gotten any characters lately.
I mean, there have been a couple, and usually, I mean, though the characters, I'll like look at a spec and I'll read it and I'll be like, yeah, that's how I want to do it. And I might play with it a little bit and fine tune it or whatever. But I haven't had a problem looking at something and reading it and going, yeah, there's his voice. But you know me, I'm a voice guy. That's what I do. So,
That's
and
true.
I
Yeah,
also
you
burp
are.
sometimes.
And then
And
finally, getting to work with you face to face
that was
was
fun.
that was very fun. And watching you work was like, I was like, oh, a whole new realms open up. I'm like, okay, I, I saw it before, but I really see it in person. And then editing you, I'm like, he's just having fun.
Yeah,
Where
for
I,
those of you who don't know,
yeah,
I live in the Dallas area down here in Texas.
and I'm in the
Uh,
Detroit area.
yeah, and so a couple weeks ago, I actually, for my day job, got to travel up to Detroit and said, hey, Mitch, how'd you like to hang out? And so we got to meet each other in person for the first time and do some weird, wild, crazy stuff. And we played around in the booth and had a blast. So hopefully we get the chance to do it again.
Yeah, I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
I've never been to Texas. Got to plan a trip.
Like I said, man, you make it down here, we'll put you up.
You know, there's bird migration in Texas.
I know. I got some of them right outside. They got nests out on my porch.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they're cute. I
That's
mean,
exciting.
it's these it's these gross little nests, right? That are up, and we've left them because we're like, it's really cool. The birds
Yeah.
come in, and it's like the same families. They come in and so yeah, we got I clean up the bird poop after they migrate, and I'm like, that was really a neat couple of months.
That is pretty interesting,
Yeah,
actually. We don't get anything super like that. Um, but yeah, so I think we're gonna just get to play around on here.
yeah,
Um,
we are.
there's gonna be some treats, some
Hmm.
Easter eggs, all sorts of fun stuff. But you had mentioned that you wanted to talk about your goals today.
Yes, yeah.
Where do we start on that?
Well, I mean, just start with like when you were little Mitchy, right? And at some point in your life, you were, and whether it was little Mitchy or whether it was like grown up Mitchy, and just suddenly
Hmm.
something clicked, and you're like, I want to do that voiceover thing. Why? Why did you want to get into this business? What drove you to it, and what continues to drive you, and what do you want to get out of it?
That's you know, maybe everyone else has this. The more I think about it, the more I come up with new ideas and possibilities on why I'm an artist at heart and why I always have my foot out the door at like a regular job. And I think it's contentment. as a creator, you're never content because you're always wanting to create and move
Mhm.
forward and things like that. And I think um, being able to do that and kind of, I think being an only child helped just,
Hey, me too.
yeah, oh, yeah.
That's why we're so screwed up.
That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's why
well,
we have
you're
so
sitting
much
in
in
your
common.
room. You're sitting in your room and you got your toys and they need voices too. They're not
Uh-huh,
talking to you in
uh-huh.
real life, so they got voices, you got voices. You know, your Ninja Turtles might kiss. They don't really do that, but
All right.
but I think all right.
It's a choice.
It's choice, you
Yeah,
know. It's an artist's choice.
yeah.
But
My
so
Star Wars figures used to play football. I made up
really?
plays for myself. Yeah, I had
Oh
them all
my
lined up, and
gosh.
I would, they would run and like catch passes and stuff, and I had to move each one individually, which made every play really, really slow. But yeah,
You know they have lightsabers, right?
yeah, but I didn't really
Laser
play that
beams.
out. It's like
Okay. That's
Darth Vader's
fine.
throwing a block, and he just cuts Chewbacca in half, and I was like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
touchdown.
yeah. It's a little too, yeah, it could be aggressive, I guess.
Yeah.
Darth Vader wins every time. Yeah, so I think um being an artist in the regular day-to-day can as you grow, you start to learn that you need to pay for things and so you get that job that you
What?
need. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And you know, jobs are great too. I mean, I learned a lot from just being a waiter. People look down on waiters sometimes. I think it's a super important job that a lot of people should give a shot because now I can talk to humans without prompting. That was like a big
Mm.
win. But I'm trailing off, I feel like. Anyway, uh, the goals. I found out that I can act at home and be an only child at home and then get paid for it eventually if I work hard enough.
Mhm.
So my brain went, let's start working hard enough to do that. And I finally found a thing that I worked and worked and worked and worked at. Now on about a little over 4 years of working on it, and I'm still working, and I still want to. So that's um, I've met that goal. The next goal would be to sustain life on voice acting,
Yeah.
and I guess I'll let you kind of take the floor now. I've I've made it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, for those of you who don't know, Mitch and I have something that is not in common, and that is that Mitch is a full-fledged, full-time voiceover actor. You ask Mitch what he does for a living, that's what he'll tell you because that's the only thing he does. I still have a day job, and so I am doing this, at night in my spare time, weekends and stuff like that. And so,
It's
um,
tough.
yeah, yeah. I still need to pay them bills, and so hopefully I'll get that break. But you ask about me and my goals. So,
Hmm.
back in the day, I'd like to think, when I was in high school, I was in the drama club, and I'd like to think I was decent, if not great. And there was a time I wanted to get into Hollywood. I lived in Southern California at the time, and I took some acting classes and all of that, and was like, this is what I want to do. But you know, a try to be a 20 something white kid in LA, try with 800,000 other people that looked and sounded just like me,
Hmm.
trying to get a job. And also I was a young married, and had other dreams and aspirations as far as starting a family and stuff like that. And so things just got in the way. A didn't ever, the jobs themselves didn't ever materialize, the auditions themselves never materialized, so it just kind of came and went. But like you, I'm a creative, so I kept
Hmm.
those creative juices flowing from doing church drama and directing kids, and did a couple plays in a park, and that kind of thing. But it was always in the back of my head, right? Voiceover acting would be really cool. My dream, right? My dream from way back when, even when I was trying that, was like, I want to be a voice of a character in a Disney animated feature.
You have
That
that
was,
seed planted longer than me. Then
yeah,
the I want to be a blank.
yeah. And I mean, that was like early 20. I mean, you talk about, I think it was it Aladdin? Yeah, I think it was Aladdin. When Aladdin came out in like 80, I don't know, 89, 90, 91, whenever it was. I don't know. It
Yeah,
was a long time ago. I was
somewhere. Yeah,
alive. And
I was
I was in
barely
I
alive.
was in Studio City, right? And my wife and I went to at the City Walk up there at the Universal Studios. And my wife and I went to dinner at Tony Roma's. It was, nice little Italian restaurant, steak restaurant that you go to sometimes. So we went to Tony Roma's, and I remember sitting there, and I had just watched a documentary on the making of Aladdin, on whatever it was, Wonderful World at Disney or whatever it was at the time, because Disney Channel wasn't a thing. And they interviewed the animators. And here I sit in Tony Roma's, and I look over, and there's these two guys, and one of them, I'm like, that is the lead animator for
Hmm.
Aladdin. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's wild.
we had our dinner, and I just had to. I walked up to the table and I said, "Sir, I just want to let you know, I watched the documentary the other night, and I saw that I know you're the animator for Aladdin. I just want to let you know that it was a wonderful piece, and it just really touched my heart, and it was just an amazing thing, and you do amazing work." And the guy looked at me like nobody has ever recognized him before, and was just like, "Thank you." I didn't even ask for an autograph. I don't even remember what the guy's name was. I just walked away and thought, animation. Animation would be amazing. So, yeah, fast forward 30 some odd years, right? My kids are grown, I'm an empty nester finally. And I have
Speaking of
time to,
nests,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
getting
cleaning
back to
up
the
the
birds.
shit. You're
Getting
not
back to the
cleaning up the bird
birds.
crap anymore.
Uh, yeah, I'm an empty nester until those
Yeah,
birds migrate again, and then I
they
clean up for
migrated.
them.
Yeah.
But I now have the time to do and to try the things that I've always wanted to do. And so, this came up, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna do it. So you've been working towards this for 4 years. I've been working towards this for n- just over a year. Really, it was like February of 2023, where I had my first coaching session, and here I am, baby. And got a couple agents and doing the thing and trying to book those jobs, and it's a lot of fun.
I don't think we're the only ones who might feel that we've been working towards this longer than our actual training day or
Yeah,
whatever, where yeah, if both of us do voices just out of nowhere. We just broadside somebody or a hangout or a random person on the street with some random voice that that we just
random
haven't.
voices.
Yes,
I would
random
never
voice.
do such a thing.
No, and none of these voice actors out here understand us.
No.
No.
That's
Yeah,
going to be
it's
the entire podcast. It's just us doing these weird things.
right. And when I hear other voice actors, some of the more established voice actors doing that, I love it. I'm like, oh, that's like they have friends too. Like,
Mhm.
I can find more people like that. That's so exciting. And so you are doing it. I mean,
Mhm.
you're not full time yet, but you are doing it. You're getting auditions. You're
Yeah.
finding. Where are we at now?
Well,
Where do we head from here?
yeah, I mean now it's plugging, right? It's plugging away. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to sign with a couple of agencies, and a lot of what comes out of that is the commercial stuff, right? It's the national commercials that 1,000 people are auditioning for, and so they're big jobs, but it's not really fruitful. And then you've got the pay to plays, right? Where you can go on and pick and choose the things that they say, here's something that we feel is in your wheelhouse. And you look at that and go, yeah, I can do that. Or, yeah, no, that's not me.
Hmm.
So
It's
that's good
so hard to
because
say no. That's not me. Uh,
it is.
I've been
Yeah.
told 1,000 times to be picky, and I'm like, I could do announcer, right? And every time I record myself as an announcer, I'm like, no, no.
I guess, yeah, I'm a little more picky, but I still do try some things that are a little outside my wheelhouse, and there are some things I get done with, and I'm like, well, that's as good as that's gonna get. And then there are other things where I just feel like, I so nailed that. I feel good about a voice that I created for a character, or I feel good about, that cool casual read for that commercial for, unpainted furniture in,
Right.
Mesa, Arizona, or whatever.
I do love those days. It's
Yeah.
like winning the audition for yourself, at least.
Well, and the thing
Where
is, again, as long as we're having fun doing it. So if you're trying stuff and you're like, this is not in my normal genre, but you're trying it and you're having fun doing it and you're sitting there figuring out, let's try to work this out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when it gets in your head and you're doing something and you're trying it and retrying it and retrying it and just not picking it up, and to where it
that could
becomes a
depend on the day.
slog. Yeah. Well, that's when this gets hard and where you just kind of have to back away. And that's why, I'm doing this, and though I haven't had a lot of success yet, I'm still having fun doing it. And so it makes it worthwhile. Even if I'm not booking a job, I'm having fun creating that character or creating that, that commercial read, and or doing that, the explainer video, or,
Right.
I read one off of one site. It was a ride queue for an amusement park ride,
Okay.
and it was like
That'd be
creating
pretty
some
sweet.
kind of wizard. And I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I got a like from that, but so far I haven't gotten a call on it. But
Okay. Which,
I
yeah, where'd you find that one? That's so cool.
that was Bidalgo.
How cool, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun. And you
So
gotta
yeah,
likes feel so nice.
they do.
They do indeed.
But I want what comes after the like. It's like, you liked it, got that thumbs up, cool. Give me a
Yeah.
call. Give me that call.
Yep.
Send me an email.
Yeah, the more auditions I get, the more I really like commercial. Like it. At first
Yep.
I was like, I need to get into this because this is what this is where a lot of the money is, and they're always rolling in, and if you get it right, you can do really well. It's just kind of things you hear when you first start sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I audition for them, the more it's like, yeah, but this is really cool. This, they want a straight guy, or it's still a character in the sense that it's like a part of you that you have to tap into that day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's such an interesting, fun little project every single time.
Yeah. Well, excuse me. And I learned a lot, at first when I got into everything. To me was a character. And so I didn't realize, right, what they were looking for. I was like, I want to do voiceover. And in my head, that's, a lot of that's animation. Well, commercial's a big part of it. And so when I got
And
with
you
my
just
in
got to
my
be
first
Mike.
coaching, yeah. When I got in my first coaching sessions, I was like, getting commercial samples and reading them, and really getting into some kind of character as I'm
Oh
reading
yeah.
them. And my coach was like, you need to be, just trust your own voice. And
Mm-hmm.
that was a revelation for me, because anytime I've ever done anything, especially comedic, right, where it's always got to be, when I've done, a character in, whether it's in a play or whether it's on a, in a children's show, or whatever that I'm doing, I've always been like, all right, what kind of character can I make this? Because it's fun for me to create a character.
Oh,
And so I was doing the
absolutely.
same thing with commercials, and then figured out that no, it's got to be you. And I'm like, I don't trust me. I don't trust my voice. I don't trust my inflections. I need to put something on it. And then to back off of that and realize that I can trust my voice, that I can trust my instincts, and to sound real, and make something sound believable, make something sound sellable, was kind of an amazing thing for me. Because now I can do that. I can
Yeah.
switch back and forth between, hey, this is an animation one, let's have fun with this, and hey, this is a commercial. There's a tone and there's a thing they're going for, and you got to
Right.
figure out what that is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not going into it reading it as a character. I'm reading it as me. Just
Right.
how do they want me, Mike Pelletier, to say this thing? So
Yep. And even if you do it perfect, even if you are perfect, you with the perfect specs, and it sounds so nice, they wanted Gwen Stefani reading it the whole time or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Open to all,
name drop.
open to male,
Yeah.
female, non-binary, open to everybody. And then in the back of their heads, they're thinking, I want, I want Angela Lansbury, or I really want, Sean Connery. I don't know, whatever. Why am I thinking of old actors? Because I'm old. I can't think of anybody young right now. Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence. There we go.
I'm
Chris
thinking
Pratt.
I've seen a lot of I listen so I never wanted to listen to commercials in my entire life unless they were hilarious or like really interesting, and now it's like part of our job to have to listen. I'll I'll hear something at the airport and be like, ooh, who's that?
Yeah, and
And
it's go ahead.
oh, it's so interesting to hear that my archetype isn't super hot right now for a lot of different types of commercials. There's a more fun, like sort of unique sound that's that maybe I'm not hitting right now. It's very fun to hear, okay, ooh, this raspy voice person gets to have some limelight right now. And,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll hear a bunch of those. Or someone with a higher pitch in their voice might not have sold that well 10 years ago or something when I wasn't listening. Um, but that's really cool too. So that anytime someone's like, oh, I always wanted to do that, I'm like, try it. They're like, but my
Yeah,
voice is weird. I'm like, yeah,
they might be going for that weird voice.
yeah,
You
someone
never
is.
know. You never
Mm-hmm.
know. And
Yeah.
and the thing is, too, when I started when I started coaching, I started looking into this. In my brain, all I could think of that was voiceover was animation, video games, and commercial. But you've got corporate narration. You've got explainer videos for products. You've got you've got audiobooks. You've got all these different genres that you could potentially get into. IVR,
Yeah.
and I know that's going more towards AI. But I mean, there's still companies that'll be looking for that.
Right.
So there's all these different things out there that you can get jobs for. And it's the world is our oyster.
It's an oyster. You know what? One hit me pretty quick. I was at the grocery store and I heard somebody over the intercom. It was obviously recorded, but it was recorded real. And it was like, hey, if you want this thing, it's 20% off today, and click out. Someone got paid to have a message go off every 15 or half hour or whatever.
Hmm.
And someone got paid to do that voiceover. Like, just stuff, voices
Yeah.
are
I've done
everywhere.
one. I've done one for it said it was a gas station video. Because
Ooh,
they got you go to the higher end gas stations.
yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
those videos so you can watch
Speed vet.
TV for 30 seconds while you're pumping your gas.
Right,
Well, they got people talking,
right.
and so they need
I
they
thought it
need
was
people to
only
record.
Maria Menounos.
No, that's at the
she's
movies, bro.
she's killing it though.
Yeah, Maria
She's killing
Menounos.
it.
Except when
Yeah,
she does that laugh, man.
you don't you don't
Stop,
like it.
stop, please. No, just stop.
Yeah,
So
everyone's got their thing.
yeah.
I'll find mine.
We will. That's the thing, is we're going to keep plugging. We're going to keep doing.
Yeah,
And hopefully, again, I mean, as we continue this podcast, we continue to get exposure. We continue to audition. We continue to go and plug and do that direct marketing and make those contacts and everything. One of these days, hey, boys and girls, and everybody who's listening, one of
ooh,
these days you'll be able to say, I was in on the ground floor. I listened to those guys back when they were nobody. And
nobody.
nobody.
Nobody but
And
my mom and
yeah,
my wife. Okay, some people care about me,
I
but
hope so.
nobody
Yeah, I hope
else.
some people start caring about this, and maybe they'll go back, and listen to the beginning. But anyway. So,
Could be rough.
hey, Mitch.
Okay. Hi.
Mitch,
Oh.
would you like to play around? Would you like to do some fun
Oh.
things?
Are
Because I
you
know you
talking about one
would.
of my favorite games in the
I
whole
am.
world?
This is
Okay.
where I say take it away, Mitch, because this is his baby. This is what he
Okay,
do.
baby. Well, if you don't know about it already, I am going to ask Michael or myself
Woo-hoo-hoo.
to add a prompt to ChatGPT, and it's going to give us a script Preferably, would you like one where we're both playing at the same time?
Either way, man. Either way. I mean, we could
Okay.
do, you know what? Maybe for today, let's just each do a 30-second spot for some weird product.
Okay.
Let's start that.
So what's going to be totally interesting that nobody's even going to notice is that we're going to clip out about right now and
Come up with some scripts. Be back
scripts.
just like that.
Bye.
And just like that, we're back.
Oh my gosh. Time stood still.
Yeah, these are crazy, Mitch. I don't know. I
Yep.
don't know what yours looks like because I just gave you a prompt.
Mine's straight down the middle, man. It's actually sounds like a nice product you gave me.
I mean, this is an interesting product that I could almost see myself buying. There's one part though that just, it sounds kind of
not
gross.
quite.
But anyway,
okay.
Hey, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. So we have only read these in our head. So judge away. This is what we call a rough cut, a first take, if you will.
Yes. This is what Mitchie refers to, has coined the phrase ChatGPT Roulette.
Roulette.
So
never know what you're going to get.
We just put some prompts into ChatGPT and said, spit us out a commercial for this product. And that's what it did. So here we go. You know what mine is called, Mitch? You do, because you told me what it was.
I told it to do. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? Introducing the hottest sensation in town, Square Dog, the next evolution in hot dog innovation. Tired of your traditional round hot dogs rolling away from your toppings? Say goodbye to that hassle with Square Dog. Picture this, a perfectly crafted square hot dog designed to fit flawlessly in every bun, ensuring every bite is packed with flavor and toppings. But that's not all. With its unique shape, Square Dog boasts 4 sides for ultimate topping coverage, loaded up with your favorite condiments from classic ketchup and mustard to zesty relish and crunchy onions. There's no limit to your culinary creativity. And let's talk about the texture. See, this is the part that made me... And let's talk about the texture. With its squared edges, Square Dog offers a delightful crunch with every bite, while maintaining a juicy, flavorful center that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. Whether you're grilling at a backyard barbecue, cheering at a tailgate party, or simply craving a delicious snack, Square Dog is the perfect choice for any occasion. Upgrade your hot dog game and experience the square difference with Square Dog. The shape may be new, but the flavor is timeless. Get yours today and taste the innovation. There you go. Square Dog.
I believe
coming to a Kroger's near
that.
you.
Yeah, that's man, what was the most obvious thing it said? Everything.
Yeah.
Won't roll off the grill, won't roll out of the...
And let's talk about the texture.
Crunchy.
It's
you don't like a crunchy dog?
Middle.
You don't want to snap to the...
I mean, the way it described it was just not right. Something not right about it. But hey, I gave it my all. So hey, Mitch, what's your product?
Well, let's see. You gave me, you wanted it to be canned sweet corn that has little chunks of bacon called Lil Corny Bacon, right?
It's not little. It's Lil Corny Bacon.
Lil. Good luck getting me to say Lil. All right, here it comes. As straight as I can. All right.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah. Get ready to elevate your corn game to a whole new level with Lil Corny Bacon, the ultimate blend of sweet and savory in every bite. Introducing the perfect marriage of tender sweet corn kernels and crispy, flavorful bacon bits. It's a match made in culinary heaven. With Lil Corny Bacon, mealtime just got a whole lot more exciting, whether you're whipping up a hearty soup, crafting a mouth-watering salad, or simply enjoying it straight out of the can. Each spoonful delivers an explosion of delicious flavor. But that's not all. Lil Corny Bacon isn't just a tasty treat, it's also convenient. Packed in a handy can, it's ready to eat and serve in minutes, making it the perfect addition to any meal, anytime, anywhere. Imagine the possibilities. Add it to your favorite casseroles for an extra punch of flavor, sprinkle it over pizzas for a gourmet twist, or simply enjoy it as a standalone side dish that'll have everyone coming back for seconds. With Lil Corny Bacon, there's no compromising on taste or quality. Each can is bursting with premium ingredients, carefully selected to ensure maximum deliciousness in every spoonful. So, why settle for ordinary corn when you can indulge in the extraordinary? Upgrade your meals with the irresistible flavor of Lil Corny Bacon. It's corn like you've never tasted before.
It sounds like it.
Yeah,
And I can't wait to get me a can of Little Corny Bacon, just open it up and just start spooning it.
I
Eat it.
mean bacon makes everything better, I've heard.
It does, but I mean, canned corn straight from the can? I don't know. I
Never
don't know,
done it?
ChatGPT. I don't think
Never done?
ChatGPT has ever eaten canned corn before.
I see what part of the poverty line you were on. I'm eating
uh,
corn straight from that can.
mm, we were rich
No.
folk. We ate the Vienna sausages from the can.
Ooh, hot dog.
They weren't square, but they were hexagons, I think. So,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm,
Well, I mean, they were packed in there. So, but anyway, hey
interesting.
guys,
Anyway, everybody.
guys and girls and everybody that's listening, hope you enjoyed that. That's just us having a little fun. We're going to continue to try to have a little fun at the end of these here podcasts. But we
Hello.
hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And Mitch, it's been grand, sir.
I'll miss you.
I know. Until next time. Bye.
See ya.